This Gamerspot's brought to you by Retro Magazine. Subscribe now at readretro.com. Well, hello everyone. I'm down in Bayou, George, Florida, at a game store called Dusty's, and this is the main guy here, Dustin and Jamie. So, Dustin, what got you interested in starting to sell retro video games?
Well, I've been playing all these kinds of games since I was really young. I got started with Pokemon on the Game Boy, playing Sonic on the Sega Genesis, and I've always been a big gamer. Been through all the different console stuff, and I've always been like going into shops like GameStop and stuff, and they've always been really expensive. I wanted to make a store where people could get stuff a lot cheaper than they normally had to at these places that jack the price way up.
When did you actually start selling games in this store?
We've been selling games for about 10 years now. We really started going a lot bigger scale, getting multiple cases and stuff filled with all the Nintendo games in the last year or two.
Where do most of your games come from? People just bring them in to trade them in, or that's where you get most of your stock?
We advertise a lot online for people to come in and trade their stuff in for stuff they may want, like people who might want the retro games, they can trade some of their 360 games that they don't play, or the other way around. If they want the newer games, they can trade the old stuff they don't want anymore. And we go around searching all the time at garage sales and pretty much anywhere we can find the older stuff. We like trying to collect it, get it out of people's sheds and stuff where it's being forgotten and damaged over the years.
Do you have a lot of luck doing that? Do you find quite a bit of stuff out searching the sheds and the barns?
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun doing it and come across some really amazing finds over the years. Found a lot. My collections I really enjoying, like the Zelda and the Pokemon. I found a lot of really cool stuff, and found a lot of cool stuff here. I found people really don't believe when we've got the really amazing stuff like Earthbound, and we've gotten the cool stuff like Sharp TV. I didn't even know some of this stuff existed before it came in here. But
What's the most amazing thing you found out hunting in the sheds and barns?
it was probably the Sharp TV, and that was something that I really wish that we could have gotten hold of. But
This wasn't in the cards.
yeah.
So you actually have customers that will make requests for you to find things for them, and you go out looking for them?
We have a book that we write down people's name and phone number and whatever games they might be looking for. And as we're out looking, we keep the list with us. And I remember a lot of the more popular games that people are interested in getting. And I make sure to call people that we found games that they were interested in.
What type of games do you personally like?
My favorites,
What kind of genre do you like?
I love RPG games.
RPGs?
Mostly.
Yeah, that's a good genre to play around in. Me, I'm into shoot 'em ups. That's what I like. What about you, Jamie? What kind do you like?
I'm a mishmash of everything. Pretty much if it's got anime people on it, JRPGs, I'm very interested, but sort of a weird shoot 'em up, the Fatal Frame series, where it's like you're attacking ghosts, so it's horror survival, but also sort of adventure.
I see you laid some stuff out here on the counter. Why don't you talk about these a little bit? You got a box Dr. Mario here.
Yeah, this is probably one of the coolest finds that I've got a collector brought in. Lots of games that were just about brand new in the package, had been played one or two times and then put back in the box. And some of these were really amazing finds, like the original Zelda and Castlevania, and some of the Mega Mans.
I see you also have a Conker's Bad Fur Day here. That's awesome.
This is one of our most requested games here. Just about anybody who wants N64 games has been waiting for this, and we've just now started getting through. Probably five, six people have been waiting, and then finally got this one for the shelf.
Wow. And I also see, this is really rare here. a sealed Wario Land for the Virtual Boy.
I'm proud of this one. I found this actually my first time yard selling with him for $2.
$2?
$2 at an estate sale.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was
she's a
very
keeper,
strange.
man.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
This is probably one of the coolest finds we've found so far.
That's a good find right there. Did you find the Virtual Boy with it?
We wished.
It was already gone when we got there.
Now, you was telling me earlier that you also have an arcade game that you're in the process trying to restore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's the story behind that? Where'd you find the game?
We found it on a Craigslist ad. We traveled up a little bit into Georgia to get it, but I got it as a birthday present because I've been wanting to start learning how to restore arcade games. Maybe put a few up here for people to play, because this is a popular spot. Because we've got a bus stop right outside. Kids love coming in here all the time looking for movies and games.
Okay. Well, I know she had some role-playing kind of stuff over there.
Mm-hmm. We try and get a little bit of that kind of stuff in. We don't find it too often, but a lot of our customers do like the RPG games too, like the board games too.
What do you envision you doing in the future? Do you want to expand and make a bigger store? What kind of aspirations do you have?
We do want to expand our store. We only have a very small amount, really, of video games compared to how big of our building is, but we're trying to slowly expand, get more cases, and fill them up with games. And really, we're trying to stay local because we can keep our prices cheap and not sell things online, because selling things online will drive the prices up a bunch. We like letting our local collectors get really good deals on stuff.
Oh, so you try to cater to the local collecting crowd here.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, if you ever find yourself in the panhandle of Florida, you really need to stop by this store and check it out. Lots of great prices. Jamie and Dusty are a lot of fun to talk to. It's a great store to visit. Highly recommend it. Thanks for watching.